Hello, my name is Marc Bruyere, and I'm the National President of the Union of Taxation Employees. One of my commitments to the membership when I was elected was to improve communications within the union and with our members. As part of this commitment, I wanted to give you a glimpse of what goes on during one of our semi-annual Presidents Conferences. In future videos, we will explore other topics of interest, such as bargaining, staffing, and changes at the CRA. If you have ideas for these videos or have a problem at work, please contact one of your local representatives. You can find your local contacts on the UTE website at ute-sei.org or by checking your union bulletin boards at work. Without further ado, here are some comments from the attendees at our last President's Conference.
My name's Mel Lucier. I'm from Windsor. The most amazing thing about this conference is watching all these people come together from across Canada and talk about issues that are affecting our members and issues that are even affecting our union, and come together and solve the problems. That's amazing to me, that everybody, it's just not coming forward to complain, it's coming forward to solve the problems. And the highlight of the conference is, I think, the overall mood and the overall result is that our members get to go to work every day and do the best job they can do, and that's what the union is always helping them to do.
A chance to talk to, people from Quebec and Atlantic, and sharing and learning. It was amazing, and I'm so grateful for the opportunity.
My name is Isham Yosfi. I'm the local president for Moncton 60008. The highlight of this conference was the social media presentation and all the information that we learned from this.
My most interesting topic for the President's Conference this time was the social media presentation by David Gerard. I really enjoyed the examples that were given of cases that have gone through to adjudication, to see exactly what kind of things are being put on social media and how they're being determined by the adjudicator as either reasons for termination or potentially being reinstated or suspension or whatever, that kind of thing. So it's one of those things that all of our members can be touched by social media. So I want to make sure that I know that I can represent my members or advise them what they cannot put on social media.
The highlight of the conference for me was getting to meet members from all across Canada and hearing all of the input from all of the locals on the floor and all of the issues that we're all feeling, we're all experiencing, and really feeling that solidarity from everybody, and knowing that there is just such a community of great people across Canada who are willing and able to assist us in any way that they can. It was just very empowering to feel that way.
My name is Johan Ackerman. I've been a union activist since 1991. I really enjoy the President's Conference, not just because of one topic, but because of all of the different topics and the interaction, so that we can find out what's happening in other locals and across the country, and share experiences with each other and make it a better place for you, the member.
I'm Scott Henneberry, president of the UTE Albert Street Local, and the most interesting part of the conference was networking with people from across the country with who I share a common passion. We learned so much from each other.
I'm Chris Beaton, president out of Edmonton. I have to say, for me, the highlight of the conference is the same as always. It's the items from presidents. It gives me a chance to get to know all the problems happening across the country and help us kind of put our heads together and develop a strategy on how we can best help our members.
Hi, my name is Jean. I'm from Hamilton, Ontario, and I would say the most interesting subject at the conference was what's going on right now. They're talking about political action, and I've always been an activist, and it sounds very interesting to me that people are seeking out their MPs and going and speaking to them. I think that's very important for them to be informed what we're going through with all the changes that we've had.
My name is Jennifer McPherson. I am the local president of the Windsor office, and the most interesting topics for me are always the ones that I get to have one-on-one with my brothers and sisters. Being able to share ideas, concerns across the country is invaluable.
The most interesting presentation at the President's Conference this year was the workplace violence. It provided a great update as to where we are right now.
My name is Penny Shellswell. I'm second VP from Local 42 in Sudbury. The most interesting presentation I saw this weekend at President's Conference was on social media. It was very educating as to what members should and shouldn't be commenting on through these outlets.
It has to be, for me, having watched Brother Brad Faraday park himself on the floor and bring up tons of pertinent points. I got to speak with him a few times during this conference, and He brought up a lot of valid points that resonated throughout a lot of functions that apply in our call center.
Chris Foucault, alternate regional vice president, Northern and Eastern Ontario. My favorite part of the conference was the presentation on social media.
Most interesting part of the conference was the health and safety, in particular the mental health in the workplace.
Most interesting topic or presentation at Presidents Conference. It's nice to see that all of us presidents can get together and discuss issues that are common to us all. It's nice to know that we're all facing the same issues and where we can help each other out.
For me, the highlight of conference was the items brought forward by all the local presidents, because it gave a great opportunity for brainstorming and for the locals to get together and better represent and solve issues of the members.
Hello, Shadi Zachary from the Connaught local, brand new local 70021. I'm enjoying this conference. One of the highlights that I find is the networking with my colleagues. I like to find out what's going on across the country, see the similarities, see the trends and patterns that are developing across the country.
Hi, I'm Alicia Chaika. I'm the treasurer for the local 00042 in Sudbury. And for me, the highlight of the conference is just all the different questions that are submitted from the local presidents. It gives everybody an opportunity to get an idea of what's happening across the country and really to brainstorm on different ideas of how we can resolve this in the future.
Meeting people from across Canada, meeting other locals and their presidents, and seeing the common passion and drive that they have for their members and for the union's cause.
Hi, I'm Mike Chartrand. I'm president of Local 70,000. I think the most interesting topic or presentation for me was the social media presentation. The reason I say that is with our organization, there's a lot of youth coming in. The youth this day and age, they're all about social networking. So for me to gain that experience or that knowledge of what they should or shouldn't post on Facebook or whatever else tools they use, I'm not a tech guy, I'm not much of a social media guy, but they are. So at least now I can share that information. This will ensure that they know what not to say or post and ensure that they can have a long career within the CRA.
I am Joseph Peretta. I'm from St. Catharines Local 00014. The highlight of the President's Conference was seeing Mark Briere introduce himself as president of UTE for the first time, at least while I was at the conference. So that was interesting. And to see fresh blood and the baton being handed over. And that was a highlight for me anyway.
The highlight of the President's Conference for me is the fact that I get to see the honest workings behind the scenes of the union. I get to see how decisions are made and how policies come to light. For me, that's obviously the best thing. Now I know how to work within the system to get what we need and want.
And we believe that the presentation on social media brought light to what we can and cannot do and how the employer can go in and use that against us in discipline. So the information we gathered here today we can take back to our members and to our local and make sure that we're following proper protocol.
Definitely. The other takeaway that we have for this was that, again, we believed certain things and that cleared up a lot of problems or questions that we do have. So now we can actually go back and share with our caucus and with our membership of what we can and can't do, and we can actually go back and omit and look at what we've got going on at our office.
Hello, my name is Brandon Brulo. I'm a shop steward with UT Local 70,030. I think for me, this is the first conference I've been to as a union representative, and it's really been an opportunity for me to see how the union works as a collective, and when we come together, we can, you get this sense of where everybody's at and kind of what type of issues we're all struggling with. That for me has been the real benefit of this conference, and it's really a privilege to come together and represent members and to talk about the issues that are affecting them and to strategize with other people who are like-minded in addressing those issues. It's been fantastic for that.
I'm Richard Hyatt, Pacific Region Call Center President, and the most interesting presentation I received today was on the guiding principles of the union and learning the various protocols that are required between the locals, CRA, and the Canada Revenue Agency.
Hi, my name is Steve Payne, Local 90,001. My favorite part of this year's President's Conference was a social media presentation given by UTE Labour Relations. It really highlighted what care our members need to take when offering their opinions publicly. Best be careful what you say because it is permanent.